We're not going to do it by some sort of figure.
That's how we looked at Japan a long time ago when their cars first came over here, that they were incompetent, that they didn't have the R&D. Now they kicked our butt. You know, if we underestimate China, and I remember when the Korean cars first came, the Hyundais, everybody laughed at them. They're kicking our butt.
Well, I would just tell you that Toyota and Nissan and a lot of the rest of them produce cars here in the United States. And I, in fact, have talked with the people at Toyota. They have told me specifically that the American worker in America producing cars for Toyota are every bit as good and productive as anything they've got in Japan. I remember when a member of Congress, when I was in Congress the first time around, a member of Congress from Kentucky came to me and he said, Toyota wants to put a manufacturing plant in my district in Kentucky. What should I do? I said, you ought to run out and embrace them and thank them for bringing jobs there. And they will be, in fact, good-paying jobs. And you will show that American workers in Kentucky can be every bit as productive as Japanese workers in Japan.
Those are all American jobs.
Well, I'll tell you, we got jobs that are leaving. I talked to another company that's here in the Sacramento area. They have, they're very diversified. I asked them whether they're going to be expanding. They said, yes, one segment of their operation is going to be expanding. I said, oh, great, where? He said, Canada. He said, Canada is where we can actually justify expanding. And what did Canada do? Canada had a fiscal difficulty with respect to their spending, and they attacked it. Both the liberal and conservative parties up there worked together, and they did it not by raising taxes, but by cutting spending. They also had, as I understand, as I say, a requirement of 80% loans as opposed to anything more than that. They haven't had the problem in housing that we've had. I heard that secondhand, so I don't know whether that's true or not, but I did hear it from someone who's involved in the housing industry. My point is, I'll tell you another one. With Microsoft, one of those, where they a production facility over in Vancouver. Wait a second, but let me tell you why this company did it in Vancouver. Because of our immigration policy, which does not allow people who are foreign-born and come to this country and get their degrees to be able to stay in this country and work. They have to return to their home country for several years. Canada said, well, thank you very much, United States, for training them. They can come to Canada right away and be able as skilled employees. And so you needed a base of those employees, and then they surrounded them with Canadians who didn't have the skill set but did other jobs. And as a result, we have 1,000 jobs across the border in Vancouver, British Columbia, instead of in the state of Washington or in California. It's not just the difficulty in jobs here in the United States as a general proposition. Look at what's happening in California. We got companies leaving California, go to Texas, go to Tennessee, to go other places. Why? Because they have different tax policy, they have different regulatory policy. They understand that an employer is not a four-letter word. I'm sorry, have gotten up to this time and we have to go because we made a promise that we would be able to get folks out of here by 8:30. I'm sorry we missed it by 5 minutes. Thank you very much for being here.